going on, y'all? So today we're going to be showing our 2024 Lawncare setup. Hope all of y'all are doing well and y'all ready to tackle this season. So we got a 2022 F350 4x4. It's a custom flatbed, custom loading ramp. Right here, this is a Ferris ISX 2200 52 inch. It's got the Vanguard engine, all guard. And I'm just going to show the different ways we load up to go throughout the week. So we got 5 different mowers, and depending on what day we go, depends on which mowers we use. So we got the cones, the backpack sprayer here, the blower, spare tire, gas can, trash can, grabber, and this is the way it looks going up the mow and go ramp system. Shout out to Dale Otero out in Florida. Normally I don't crush the trash can like this. Guess I wasn't looking, but it is a pretty tight fit. This is what it looks like all the way up against the headache rack. That's as far as it goes. And right behind it, we're going to be loading up a Z2 with the 28 horsepower Vanguard all guard system. And this is how I fasten it. I don't strap it down tight. I just leave it loose like that, just to keep it from sliding back on me in case I go up a hill or take off too fast. Here's another angle. So this will be the second year we're running this setup here with the trailerless setup. The ramp works really well once you get used to operating it. Here's what it looks like with all the stuff on it. So this would be option 1 with a sit down and a stander, 252 inches. So if we want to put a bigger mower like a 61 inch that we have to move a few things around, because obviously it's wider. Alright, loading up the 61 inch. This is a 2017 Ferris IS 3200 61 inch. It's got the 37 EFI Vanguard on it with the all guard as well. It's a beast. It's got like 2200 hours on it right now. And that would be option 2 if we just want to go with one big mower. This is what it looks like going up there with the 61. Not much clearance, so it's 68 wide. There's a spare tire, and that's where you put it, just like so. That's what it looks like from the back. Now we're going to be loading up our Z2s. They're the 52 inch Z2s standards. And this would be option number 3. And this is the ideal setup right here that we like. Most of the time this is the one we run with because everything fits so nice. but a couple of days a week we'll use the riders here and there. This is what it looks like coming up. Put my little straps. Like I said, I don't tighten them down. They just stay in that position right there. Keep it from sliding back. And this is our backup Z2 standard. It's got about 1,500 hours on it to 2017. And I have a little spray boom on it that I use for my yard and friends and family. But this is what it looks like when we have to use it as a backup mower. It has to fit on the back because of the tank and the little boom sprayer. But it does work. And here's our Ryobi equipment. This will be the second year going with this stuff. This is I think a 24-inch bar hedge trimmer with a 40-volt battery. It's a brushless unit. Works pretty good. Here's what it looks like up close. The little rack we made for it. And this trimmer here is the Whisper. It's kind of a heavy duty trimmer. I like to use it in like overgrown ditches and stuff. It's a little heavy on the end where the string is. So it's not necessarily my primary trimmer, not my go-to, but it works good. And this is the custom weed eater racks I made a long time ago. They were on my trailer and I put them on the truck. It's got this little spring loaded ball right here, pin that just pulls out. You can lock it. And this is my go-to trimmer right here. It's a 40-volt expanded carbon fiber. The end attachment on that is the steel attachment. It's not the carbon fiber that comes with it. The steel one's about 1.5 inches longer, and it just feels a little bit more solid. I like that one better. Right here, this is our Red Max 8500. We've been having this thing for over a decade. Works great. So we still use 2-stroke with the backpack blowers because you just need that extra power. The battery's just not there with the backpack blowers. And this is how it locks. Pretty simple design, works well. And it just keeps the blower arm from falling off. Right here, this is a ammo box that we got from Tractor Supply for like 15 bucks. This is a 40-volt 4-amp battery. Another 40-volt 4-amp battery. And a 40-volt 6-amp battery. And all three of those fit real nice in the ammo can. They don't rattle around as long as this little string that I use goes right there. I like to use the 080 on my primary string trimmer and the 095 for the big Whisper. That's what it looks like. Another angle. Works real well. Alright, on the other side we got another hedge trimmer. This is the extended reach. I got like a little 3-foot bar that you can add to the middle part, and it's got the adjustable end right here. It's not a brushless unit. It's a 40 volts, but it works well for me. No issues. And this is what it looks like on the rack. So this right here, this is the 18 volt expanded with the edger attachment on it. And surprisingly, this little edger works great with that 18 volt. Highly impressed with it. Go ahead and lock that back. That's how it fits. And I was just showing what keeps it from twisting around. Just a little flat ball right there. You can only go so far. Alright, this next unit is a Whisper as well, but it's an 18 volt version. And that's Christina's little go-to primary trimmer. She loves it. It's super, super light. Not quite powerful enough for me, but she says it works just fine for her. We only put 065 trimmer line in it. This is just a hose clamp that I put on all the trimmers and stick equipment to keep it from going forward and back on the trimmer rack. This is what I used to put my locks on each side, just a little bracket holder deal. And this is the OG Red Max trimmer, blower. And it's a 29cc residential blower. I modified it to fit my rack. It has the frame of an 8500 bolted to it, just so I don't have to build a special rack just for the little blower. It'll all work the same. So on this side I have another ammo box, and this is Christina's 18 volt batteries. They're 6 amps. We have 5 of them in there that fit. Alright, 5 6 amp batteries in there and 3 2 amp batteries that go at the bottom. Here's another look. How do y'all fit in? Here's another look at the truck with the lights on it. We put some safety green and white LEDs on the top and front and the back. I like to run these when I'm out working because I'd rather be seen than not seen. People aren't paying attention a lot of times, so I want to make sure. Here's a look inside the truck. Not a whole lot going on here. Some safety vests and hats. Here's a tarp cover that we made. Got one on each side for the trimmers in case it starts raining. So it gets about 12.5 miles to the gallon, as you can see. Not terrible. It's got the 6.2 gas, 4x4. Got the little auxiliary switches up here. Not a whole lot of room, but gets the job done. Passenger side. Same torque on this end. Ice chest in the middle. Right here is just a little Ryobi bag where we keep a few extra batteries and string. There's that 065 that Christina uses in the little Whisper. We got a 2 amp and a 5 amp 40 volt some extra batteries there. And this is just a little 18-volt light that has a charger on it, kind of neat. Here's the spare tire. How it works, you take that off and to get access to the spare and pull it out. This is all the stuff that goes into this box here. We've got a jack stands, a bag for my impact and air inflators, some tarps, some blocks, a breaker bar, and the arm for the jack. I'll show you how all that fits in there in a little bit. Sorry for all the traffic. They're always busy on this road here. So this is the gas box. These are the gas cans that's going to fit in there. Just going to keep on the gas. Right here, this is the essentials box. Basically, a little bit of everything. All right, so everything's in the box. That's these torpedoes. And everything's behind there, the jack and all the tools. We got the gas box here. Two gallons and one gallon. And then all of this stuff in this big box. And here's the mow and go ramp getting installed. Here's what it looks like loaded down, going down the road. I like this setup because you can pick up speed real quick. So here's the scales. I went get it weighed. This is the truck loaded down all the way. I just wanted to see if the trailer could still hook on, and it can. So if we got like a mulch job or a side job, you know, we can utilize the trailer. I just put the mowers on it just to see if it can handle the load well, and it does. Alright, having a look at all the mowers in the shop here. So we have 5 Ferris mowers. All of them are 52 inches except for that one over there, which is a 61 inch. And it is a 2017 model IS3200Z. It's got the 37 EFI Vanguard with the all guard system on it. And it's got about 2,200 hours on it. Alright, right here we got a 2021 model ISX 2200. It's got the 28 horse Vanguard EFI with the all-guard system on it. It's got about 400 hours on that one. This is our backup mower. It's a 2017 Z2. It's got about 1,550 hours on it. It also has the 28 horse EFI on it. Alright, here's our primary mowers that we mow with all the time. They're both 2022 Z2s. We nicknamed them R2 and D2 because the serial numbers are only one number apart. They were pretty much made back to back at the factory, and we bought them around the same time. They both have all guard and the 28 EFIs. And these have the 3800 transaxles, whereas this one only has the 3400 transaxles. And one of the differences is they have the all cooler on it to help it keep a little bit cooler, a little bit more all capacity for on hills and stuff and inclines. So if you notice, we have chute blockers on all of the mowers. They don't come from Ferris, but they're made for Ferris. They've been holding up really well for us. We like them. So you can have it closed, semi-closed, whole bunch of different positions. You just push in and pull up. like so. Another addition we added to all our Z2s is these little canvas trash bags, and you just basically pull it off right here to go dump it. It comes with a little cup holder. It doesn't hold water because it's, it's got that material where air and water passes through it. It works pretty good. I did have to modify it because it's a Toro product and it's designed to hang over a bit more. So I had to cut it and take like an inch or so out, bring it in to where it's level. And even still, if you're not careful, this thing will get hung up on trees and whatnot. So, and what it'll end up doing is kind of fraying the material. This one I don't use a whole lot, so it hasn't started fraying. But you can see here it's starting to act up a little, not too bad. And then this one, I had to put these little things on. I don't know what they call, paper clips or something. And you can see it's starting to rip right there. And I just put that over it to kind of help it. It also keeps this from sliding like that going down the road when the wind hits it and starts flopping around everywhere, annoying. So I'll put these on here, that keeps that from doing that. Only problem is you tend to lose them when you go to dump it if you're not careful. They're cheap. I just keep a box of them, and I have to clamp those because, like I said, this thing will just pull back when you're going down the road. And other than that, we like them. Those things are very handy. So this particular product from Toro, it comes with this little cup holder that mounts onto the bracket right here, which it works fine right there. But on these two, I can't mount it there because of the all guard system. I would have to, maybe mount it back further. I could use it, but I didn't really see a big need for it. So I didn't really worry about it on these two mowers. And also R2 and D2 both have about 375 hours on them. Another accessory we added was these little cube LED lights on the back. And they have the light bars on the front. That one is a 12-inch bar, and I think these are 19-inch bars on those. I also have the small one underneath the tank right there. And I know a lot of people don't think that's very much necessary, like who mows at night, but there's been a number of times where I wish we had them, and now we do, and we definitely see the benefit. Sometimes you gotta work late and you work into the dark and you gotta finish these big properties. They come in handy. Also, if you're loading up really early in the morning or really late at night on your trucks outside, and you don't have a whole lot of light, it's good to see what your surroundings as you're loading and unloading. So that's the reason we got it. We also have them angled down because these things are like super, super bright. And I just want them to basically illuminate a small area, not 100 feet out, which you can definitely see 100 feet out on these things. And you can blind somebody or potentially blind somebody. I can kick them on real quick. They also work really well at illuminating your shop in case your lights are out. Yeah guys, these things were only like $50 set for the front, back, the switch, the relay, the wires, everything. So you really can't beat it. $50 per mower to install something like this.